Doug Smith with the Restaurant Mastermind. Now, this is not restaurant focused. This is something pretty, I think, extremely important in this day and age. It's mindset. Tim Burgess is co-founder of Maximizing Results. They do sales training, but Tim teaches the philosophies and the positivity and the mindset of the book Think and Grow Rich. It has stood the test of time. It was written by Napoleon Hill. Many, many people who are highly successful have read this book, and it has become their blueprint to life. Today's time with the virus, depression is up, anxiety is up, mindset. You see it everywhere. It's negativity, negativity, negativity. So I wanted to talk to Tim to let him expand on the philosophies of this book and how important mindset is right now for everybody. So Tim, Think and Grow Rich, you teach it, you've lived it. You are living proof that this book and the mindset works. Why is this book so important in today's uncertainty?
Well, Doug, in today's world, we have fear coming at us from every angle imaginable. Social media loaded with fear. The news, turn on the newscast. It's all fear related. Turn on, just go talk to your friends. What are they talking about? They're talking about things that are productive and happy and going forward in life, or are they talking about the misery that they're living right now? And when we get right down to it, Doug, fear is nothing more than a mindset. That's all it is. Well, unless I'm mistaken, you and I control the mind. So why would we allow the mindset to be controlled by fear? So at this time right now, studying material like this, like Think and Grow Rich, is absolutely critical to keep our mind positive to move forward. Now, I'm not saying there aren't issues in the world. I'm not saying there aren't problems in the world, but I am saying that you and I can control our own environment, our own problems, and our own economy, regardless of what might be happening throughout the world in China. You and I are in control if we learn to control our mind. And that's what this little image is all about back here, is to control our mind. You and I have a conscious mind. We know that. We have a subconscious mind. That's where we feel. You get that gut feeling sometimes. That's the subconscious. And then, of course, we have the physical body. And people get this all confused, and it's really elementary. It is so simple once you do just a little bit of study. It's, Doug, it reminds me of mathematics. The first time you saw 5 times 5, that wasn't very simple the first time you saw it.
Right.
However, as you repetitively studied that concept for a couple of weeks, it became very simple. You knew when somebody said 5 times 5, you had 5 5s. And when somebody said 5 plus 5, you only had 2 of them. But you didn't learn that immediately the first time you saw the flashcard. You had to go through it once or twice, or maybe 3 or 5 times. That's the same principles that we talk about here, is to go through it and let it be elementary. Let it be simple, because it's very simple to control the mind, so we can put that fear thing behind us and move forward in our life.
One of the things that I've said for as long as I can remember is human beings are inherently negative. Google have a negative mindset. You can't find a book anywhere. But if you Google how to have a positive mindset, there's page after page after page after page. And Think and Grow Rich is typically one of those at the top. But that title can be deceiving. It's not just about money. It's not about, hey, I'm rich, I have money. It really teaches this. You have to train yourself, because again, human beings were inherently negative. It's so easy to be negative. It's a hell of a lot of hard work to be positive, is it not?
Yeah, there's studies out there that clearly state that over 80% of everything that we are around is negative. Over 80%. So think about that for a minute. You get out of the bed in the morning, and 80% of everything that you will encounter today will be on the negative side. And it's a wonder why we're so negative in our mindset. It's a wonder why, the social media is loaded with negativity. The news is loaded with negativity. That's because that's our society. So it's a small percentage of the individuals that learn this thing called mind self-control. It sounds hard. It's very simple. It's truly simple. If you'll join us on our webinars, we have some PowerPoint slides. I can't go through them right now. There's just simply not time. We can show you exactly how easy it is when this negative thought comes in, you just blanket that thing with a positive thought, so it has nothing. There's no food for it. There's no nutrients for the negativity. So we can just move past it because of our own mindset.
Okay, so let's say right now, watching this, and they're living in that negative cocoon.
Yeah.
Their business is floundering, the economy, they don't know what's going to happen. I work with restaurants. The restaurant hospitality industry has been devastated. It has been a blindside punch. What are some things that you could recommend to someone watching this right now? Easy steps that they could start implementing today, right now, just to start making themselves feel better, because it is so important right now.
Right now, if you want the best step that you will find to keep yourself out of that negative mindset is to go to gratitude. What do you have in your life right now that you can be grateful for? What do you have in your life right now that is good? I mean, did you eat today? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have shoes on? Do you have clothes on? Do you have a vehicle? If we'll get into gratitude, Doug, it's amazing how fast the feeling changes. But most people don't go to gratitude. What they do is they think about and they focus on what they don't have. I don't have a job. I don't even have a company anymore. I don't. Instead of looking around and saying, man, I have a lovely relationship. I have great kids. Maybe I have grandkids. I have shoes on my feet. I did eat today. There's a vehicle in the driveway. And get our mind to the positive side and be grateful for what we do have. Now, I'm not Pollyanna. Just because we go to gratitude doesn't mean poof, magically everything changes and $1 million drops into your bank account. Probably not going to happen that way. However, I can promise and assure you that no opportunity will ever find you if you're in the negative mindset. It's almost like we repel opportunity and we push it away. And it's such a simple thing, Doug. It's so simple. As you've studied this book for years as well, you know, it's such a simple thing. Shift the mind. Go back to the positive, and then the opportunities will show up. They'll come in. Now, we still have to take action on the opportunity. If we don't take action, nothing happens. Nothing happens. I have a copy of the Laws of Success, which is the first edition of what Napoleon Hill wrote in 1925. There's actually an entire chapter on action. Without action, nothing happens. We can get positive. We can bring all of these opportunities to us, as you have done so well in your career. But if you didn't take action on those opportunities, what would be the benefit? Nothing. So the first thing, to answer your question, I know that's a long answer and I apologize, but the first thing, get into gratitude. Get your mind out of the negative doldrums. Yes, we are facing adversity. Yes, we have all lived under stay-at-home orders. Yes, we have negative things going on in the world. Yes, no question. But think to yourself for a minute, what can I do about them? What can I personally do about them? Well, if I can't do anything except control myself, which is the case for all of us, let's take some time to control ourselves, control our mind, and instead of allowing fear to permeate up here, why don't we develop some faith? And as you know, it's chapter 3 in the book. and if you want to learn how to do all of that, ladies and gentlemen, we can teach you that through, our webinar series. There's no charge to you at all. Thursday nights, 9 o'clock. I know Doug's on almost every week, unless he has something in his schedule that comes up, and we respect that. But you can join us there, and there's no charge. We're not asking you for money. We're truly here to help you.
If you can, and this can be hard,
yeah,
you summarize what the book Think and Grow Rich is all about. I read it every January. I have for years. It is my New Year's resolution to start the year. You have lived it for 20 plus years, and your story is phenomenal about what it has done for your life. But someone who's watching this right now, heard of Think and Grow Rich, or maybe they've heard of it, but they've never read it.
Right.
Summarize it to somebody that would incentivize them to either get a hold of you or just go pick up the book and start reading.
Get a copy. I'll give you the same, everybody the same prescription that I received in February of 1996. Get a copy of this book and study a little bit every day for the rest of your life. Now, when I got that prescription, Doug, I had quit school in the 8th grade. I had wandered around for 16 years. I held one job, my friend, at a restaurant for less than a shift. I mean, that's just what a goof up I was. I really was. So this book literally changed the direction of my life because I started studying and I had a mentor. That mentor really is the one who helped me get through the first couple of readings of the book. To summarize the book, it's very simple. Yes, the book is called Think and Grow Rich. And basically what it is a 40-year study. By the time he wrote Think and Grow Rich, he had been studying 40 years, 25,000 interviews. And he found the common thread on what makes wealthy people wealthy and what makes broke people broke and what's the difference between the two groups. Now, when I say wealthy and broke, most everybody's mind goes right to money. It's not what we're talking about. Wealth and money, yes, they go hand in hand. Yes, money is a part of wealth. Yes, but it's not the only part. You know, for true wealth, we believe you should have some balance and harmony in 6 areas of life: spiritual, social, mental, physical, family, and financial. This book will help you do that. Yes, he talks about money. The book was written in 1937. You know, the Great Depression was in 32. You're coming out of the Great Depression. People wanted money. They needed money. Where are we now? We're coming out of this stay-at-home order. People have been off work for, what, 6 weeks, 2 months? We got restaurant chains across America shutting down, 6,000 workers out of work. Well, I mean, aren't we kind of going through the same thing today we were then? This book will help you. It'll help you figure out what it is that you desire. What do you really want? It'll help you develop the faith that you can actually accomplish it. It'll help you build a mastermind so you don't have to know everything about everything. You surround yourself with people who are smarter than you and I in other areas, right? It'll talk about how to outwit the 6 ghosts of fear. Make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, fear is driving all of us. Fear drives me, even though I know it. Fear is driving Doug, even though he knows it. There's still a fear. Now, it may not be the prevalent fears that most of society are suffering from, but there's still a fear there. We'll learn how to get past that. We'll learn the importance of a quick, firm, definite decision. So really, to summarize the book, Doug, if you want balance and harmony in all areas of life, and I'm not saying you'll have perfect balance and harmony ever, but if you want some balance and harmony in your life, this book will absolutely lead you down that path to create that for not only yourself, but also your family.
Excellent. So how can someone get a hold of you? You and I are connected on LinkedIn. Obviously, they can reach out to you then, but how would someone else get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me either on the maximizingllc.com. All of my information's there. You can certainly email me, Tim Burgess at maximizingresults.com. You're welcome to call me, 513-484-1247. That's my direct cell number. I'm happy to take your call and help you in any way that I can so you can learn to think and grow rich instead of not thinking and growing broke.
Amen, brother. Tim Burgess, co-founder of Maximizing Results. And again, he has been a student of the book and the philosophies of Think and Grow Rich, which has helped hundreds, if not thousands and thousands of people over the years become successful and be happy. And with today's turbulent times, that's why I wanted to be able to bring you the opportunity to hear from Tim so that we can have every advantage possible to help ourselves, not only through this, but for years to come. So Tim, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. And I hope people will take you up on the offer to reach out and connect, because this book and the philosophies in it and what you teach are an absolute game changer, 100%.
Doug, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for having me. And we truly are. I mean, you've done such great work with the people that you're working with, and it's based on this philosophy, everything. I could be wrong, but I'd be willing to bet that every one of your clients, whether they know it or not, they're being exposed to the principles and the philosophies that come out of this book.
Well, just on the title, where do you think the mastermind concept came from?
Restaurant mastermind, absolutely.
It's from the book, baby. So cool. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.